Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's grab a beverage of your choice, because today I'm going to be doing a haul and review video all in one. I picked up The Cape by Joe Hill today at my little used bookstore. I had never heard of this, but it's by Joe Hill, and I looked at the back, and it just sounded spectacular. So, it says, Eric was like every other 8-year-old boy until a tragic accident changed his life forever. The Cape explores the dark side of power as the adult Eric, a confused and broken man, takes to the skies and sets out to exact a terrible vengeance on everyone who ever disappointed him. Front, side, back. So, as I said, it is called The Cape. It's by Joe Hill, published by IDW. Written by Jason Ciaramella, based on the short story by Joe Hill. Art by Zach Howard, colors by Nelson Daniel, and letters by Sean Lee and Robbie Robbins. Series edits by Chris Rahill and creative consultant Joe Hill. So you have Eric. It sort of starts out with Eric and his brother playing superheroes as a kid. And Eric, he was always played the bad guy. And see, he had a cape. It was made from a blanket. He had a blanket when he was a kid, and once he started to outgrow it a little bit, his mom cut it down a little bit, made it into a cape, and she sewed a little bolt onto it, and then a Marine Corps patch that came with her. That came with her father, because her father died, and his father died in Vietnam. So he always wore that as a kid. And one time they were playing, he's up in a tree and he falls. Really messes himself up. And so a bunch of stitches in his head. Horrible injuries and a stick through him. And it kind of just gave him headaches for years, and he was having problems. And so when he grows up, he becomes kind of a slacker, right? His brother brings a girl home one day to meet and to meet with him, and then Eric winds up taking her, and they're all together, and the girl and him, and he turns out to be this kind of slacker who can't do anything because his head's messed up, headaches and all this stuff, and he's lying to her about stuff, and she dumps him. And he has to go move in with his mom, and then at some point, he goes upstairs to find the old cape upstairs. See, his mom had thrown the cape, or supposedly thrown the cape away when they were a kid. After the accident, she says, look, you're too old for that stuff, and I don't need a cripple. Need to take care of a cripple. I got rid of it. But she had it. He's like, yeah, cheap bitch. She always had it. She never throws nothing away. And it turns out that the cape could make him fly. And then he starts going after all the people who pissed him off over his life. Mainly the ex-girlfriend and some other stuff. But it is a really well done story. Just shows you. This is sort of like from the bad guy's perspective. That yes, he's he started out as a normal kid, but certain things happened, and so he's got head trauma, emotional trauma, and that's why he thinks everyone's after him. So it shows you of how he became the bad guy, and then what he did as a result. And this story is really kind of brutal, and just a fun story from a different point of view, a fun perspective. And if you look at the art, it is very well done. So it adds to the story. And you really get to not really feel for him, but you sort of can understand somewhat what his, why he's doing what he's doing. Doesn't necessarily, mean you agree with it, but it is just so cool. And done in a tight story where there's no extraneous stuff in there. It's just boom, 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 boom. Gets in, gets the story done, gets out. 5 issues. And I really enjoyed this. I'm glad that I picked it up, and will be keeping this in my collection. So if you like Joe Hill, if you like, it isn't really horror so much, but it's more of the recent trend, even though this is from 2012, of heroes as bad guys, or not perfect good guys, even though there's more of a bad guy one, more of this vein, but it's one of the better ones. So I recommend you pick it up. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5, and recommend you pick it up. So anyway, let me know what you thought of it. If you read it, like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comics.